Got a nice lock and chain when you do that.
That is my old lock chain from the BSA. That has been to Glastonbury Festival, that chain.
Wow. It's cooler than I am.
Accurate mixture.
Yeah.
Needs approximately that
As
much.
they say,
Precision work.
pi
Yes.
times thumbs.
Yeah.
Give that a minute and we're going to give it another coat. Hail, I'm Tony. This is SV Tapatya and we are building a cruising sailboat and getting very, very close to being finished now. Been a bit of a funny old week, and I think because the goal here, you know, as I say, getting close to being finished with the boat, the goal is then to be able to go off and sail her for 3 or 4 months this late summer and autumn. And as you might be able to imagine, I can't just drop everything, so I have, alongside getting the boat ready to go, there are various other things around the house and officialdom and whatever that need to be put in a position, mended, maintained, and so that I can go with a clear conscience, really. So, been busy with various things. Big family event this last weekend that took a bit of time out. You know, it was a good thing in many ways, but took a bit of time out. Another one coming weekend after next. So a couple of big family events in July as well that need their time, obviously. But I do have a very, very exciting announcement, and that is that I have booked the launch date, and I've booked it now, making sure that I've given myself enough time to have everything ready. The launch date is the 27th of July, coming up 2 weeks from now. So I say it gives me a little bit of time. I'm confident I can get her ready. In terms of under the water line, there's not much left to do. Bottom paint basically, and anodes, and as you'll see later in this video, I've done a trial fit on the propeller, make sure that I've got all the parts I need for that, so that's all ready to go. Not much to do there, as I say. And apart from that, the only other things that I really need to do is prepare the masts, get the masthead fittings on and the running rigging, so that when they're stood up, all the stuff at the top is done, which is the VHF antenna and the steaming and anchor light, as well as the running rigging. To get that all done, and I've decided to fit the solar panels because I've got time, it's an opportunity, and I would like to get the stanchions on. So that's the list of what has to be done before we launch. It's not too scary, quite manageable, I do believe. So I say, it's been a strange old week. Been, as I've told you before, it's an hour and a half or hour and 3/4 actually drive from home to here. So I've been keeping a careful eye on the weather. I've been working around, you know, working up here when the weather's been good, when I've been able to, and trying to do the home maintenance stuff when it's been not so good. So that's the state of play at the moment. And I say, I'm confident that the 27th is achievable, and it's getting exciting. We're going to start off, well, you've just seen, we started off with, the girls were here. I say we had a family event last weekend. The girls were here and we took the opportunity to straighten out the waterline. You might remember, it was a while back, the boat was still in the shed when Karen and I marked the waterline. And obviously in the shed we didn't have much width in the shed, to really get a good eye on her and see she's properly straight. So in truth it had a bit of a bit of a wobble in it. So the girls and I took the opportunity to straighten that out, got some paint around there, also painted 1 or 2 through hulls and a couple of little scratches that needed touching up. So that's sorted and ready now to mask up around the blue to get the below waterline paint on. Very good. I also managed to get that little patch under the keel sealed with some VC tar. It wasn't very big, just a tiny bit. Got that done, so we're good to go. Get the lid open, that is. So we've got this rubber sort of fairing piece that goes up over the sail drive leg. I'm going to put it up there. I've drawn a pencil line around it, quick sand there, and then spread a load of Sikaflex on it and try and get it up. There it is. I think it's gone up relatively well already. It's certainly a little better when it's painted, but it's smooth. I don't know how readable that is. 51 watts. 52 watts, it's getting better. That's 2 panels. I've got 2 to go. That's not too bad. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4:15 in the afternoon. Bit of cloud. Happy enough with that. 3 amps of charge just from 2 panels. Lovely. And there they are, there's 1 and 2. It's been a bit of a fiddle getting them on. My mounting system wasn't the best idea really. But once they're on, and they'll stay there. 2 to go. So here's the back of one of our solar panels. I've got 2 60 watts and 2 40 watt panels. This is a 60 watt panel, and just getting ready to fit it, and I'll show you the way I'm fitting them. positive is this one here, so we'll come into there. So the distance between the middle of these holes is 24.5 centimetres on the bigger ones and 22.5 on the smaller ones. Cable. Long enough there, that'll be long enough there. Oops. Okay. Then I've prepared these nuts and washers by simply super gluing them together. It's not the strongest bond, but it does hold. And then we just got a little bit of butyl on the washer, and that should, all being well, stick up in position like that. It does. Look at that. And that's it. Captive. Now clearly I could have bought some nice clip-on captive nuts, and I didn't. So we're managing the best we can, really. But this seems to work. It's a bit of a fiddle, but it works. And this bit goes that way. There. Bolts up there. There. Drop the bolt. First one in. And there we are. And yes, I did forget to fit the cover on that back of that panel, and yes, I did take it off again and fit the cover. So a bit of a fiddle, but they're up. Pleased with that. One thing I had to do to fit those solar panels was construct this brilliant long 10mm spanner. So I've just added some old tatty spanners I'm not using, and I've welded it to a bit of stainless threaded rod actually. That's what I had that was available, but allows me to reach up under there and hold the nuts under there while I'm tightening it up, and it's worked very well. It'll come with me as my solar panel spanner wrench. And there we are, that's it for this week. Next week's going to be a big one. We need to get some paint on the bottom, need to get that final sort of betweeny coat, bonding coat on, and the first coat of anti-foul. Yeah, that should be entirely doable. It's not a big job really, but that needs to be done. We also need to get the mast prepared, so big week. And then the following week is actually the week of the launch. Exciting times. See you next time. Thank you for watching. As ever, massive thank you to the lovely people who support us on Patreon via PayPal. And I say, see you next time. Bye bye.